Murder Nova, the high-octane street racing legend and fan favorite of Street Outlaws, has long been celebrated for his fearless driving, mechanical genius, and reputation as one of the most formidable racers on the asphalt. But behind the wheel and outside the glare of cameras lies a double life that fans and even close associates never knew, a secret spanning 3 decades that has only recently come to light, revealing a man whose life has been as complex and layered as the engines he expertly tunes. While audiences know him as a confident, daring figure who thrives under pressure, the reality is that Nova has balanced a personal and professional existence full of challenges, responsibilities, and carefully guarded secrets that contrast sharply with his on-screen persona, highlighting the multidimensional nature of individuals often defined by singular talents in the public eye. From his early years in the racing scene, Nova exhibited not only skill but also a meticulous attention to strategy and planning, traits that extended beyond racing into his private affairs, where he maintained relationships, business ventures, and personal commitments that were largely hidden from public view, creating a life in which outward bravado masked layers of personal complexity. Over 30 years, this duality required delicate balance, as Nova navigated the intense demands of street racing culture, television production schedules, and the expectations of fans and fellow racers, while simultaneously tending to family obligations, financial responsibilities, and personal ambitions that were never broadcast, demonstrating a level of discipline, secrecy, and emotional intelligence that few could fully comprehend. The revelation of his double life sheds light on how public figures often maintain carefully curated images while managing private realities that may include challenges, triumphs, and sacrifices unknown to their audience, reminding fans that what is visible on television is only a fraction of a person's life, and that the persona of Murder Nova is a product of decades of experience, choices, and carefully maintained boundaries between public and private existence. In exploring this hidden life, it becomes clear that Nova's story is not simply about secrecy but also about resilience, adaptability, and the navigation of multiple worlds. As he succeeded in both the adrenaline-fueled racing environment and the quieter, more personal spheres of life that required patience, prudence, and discretion, demonstrating that greatness in one domain often coexists with complexity and effort in others. Furthermore, the duality highlights the pressures of being a celebrity in a niche yet intensely scrutinized subculture, where every action, decision, and victory is amplified by cameras, social media, and fan engagement. Yet Nova's careful separation of his personal and professional spheres allowed him to maintain control over his narrative, avoid unnecessary controversy, and protect relationships and assets from public intrusion, emphasizing the strategic thinking and self-awareness required to thrive under both fame and pressure. His double life also speaks to the human tendency to compartmentalize, showing how a person can embody seemingly contradictory traits, fearless and calculated, public and private, extroverted and introspective, while maintaining cohesion in their identity, and it underscores the notion that public recognition often tells only part of the story, leaving the deeper, more nuanced life experiences unseen. For fans and fellow racers alike, the revelation of Murder Nova's hidden life adds new dimensions to their understanding of him, inviting reflection on the personal sacrifices, ethical considerations, and intricate planning that have allowed him to achieve sustained success and influence in the street racing world, while also navigating the complexities of private life with discretion, integrity, and a strategic mindset. Ultimately, learning about this double life transformed perceptions of Nova from a singular racing icon to a multidimensional individual, illustrating the interplay between public performance, private reality, personal ambition, and relational commitments, and providing a reminder that the most compelling figures often harbor stories, decisions, and experiences that remain invisible until revealed, demonstrating that the legend of Murder Nova is as much about personal mastery and emotional intelligence as it is about speed, competition, and on-track dominance, and showing that true legacy encompasses both what is seen and what has been carefully protected from view over decades of effort, risk, and careful management.